this video, I'm going to be going through how I work my 3-day content week to get everything that I need to do done for the next 2 weeks to a month. Let's go. So day 1 of building your content machine is literally just ideation, as in getting your brain together, getting yourself together, getting in that creative flow and understanding and assessing what you actually want to create. Number 1, what is the aim of the content? That then determines number 2, which is the tone of voice you're going to use, and number 3 is the value provided. Once you've got all those things down to a T, creating your ideas is going to be so easy. I like to break mine down into content pillars. So for me, it's like social media tips, growth tips, and then general business tips. Those are my sort of pillars. Once I've got whatever pillar I want to use, I'll then decide what part of the sales funnel it's going to be. Is it top of funnel, so quite generic, going to a lot of people? Is it middle of funnel, which is very hybrid and in the middle? Or is it bottom of funnel, which is speaking directly to my ICP, ideal client profile? So once all the ideas are together, we now need to think of some sort of strategy for the posting, because when you post aimlessly, you're going to get literally aimless, crazy results. Whereas if you post with intention and alignment with what you're trying to do, those posts are going to perform so much better. I personally like to rotate everything through the ABA content cycle: educate, entertain, inspire. If I'm planning a week's worth of content, for example, I'm gonna get each post and do number 1, what content pillar? Number 2, what stage of the funnel? Number 3, is it educate, entertain, or inspire? Then I'm going to make sure that every single day, each post is a different stage of that 3-point cycle. Now that each post is going to be rotating, you can then stick that into your content calendar, divide it up on Notion. I love Notion, by the way, because you can literally have the date, have what stage of the sales funnel it is, have what content pillar it is, have what type of content it is, and even what format. So is it a post, is it a reel, is it a story? Get that all in there, get the description of the piece of content. You can even, if you want to go crazy with the organization, add a Google Drive link to the edited piece of content and another column for the caption, which is already premeditated and ready to go. Because if you take your time on this ideation day, the execution on day 3 is going to be a breeze because you've already done most of the hard work. Day 2 is where it gets a little bit more intense because you need to be ready to roll. I'm talking hair done, makeup done, outfits ready. You need to have everything together so that when you're filming, it is just smooth. You've got the ideas on your notes app or in your planner, whatever, and you're ready to film. What I like to do is start with the hardest parts, which is the YouTube videos, because obviously the long form. Today, for example, I'm filming and I'm literally getting the YouTube video done first, then making progress towards the reels at the end of it, because they are quick fire and a little bit easier on the minds. Now, on your filming day, you want to be conscious of visual difference. So if you are in a room, for example, do not set that tripod up, film 50 things in the same exact position, because there's zero visual difference. So when you post it on your page or you post it on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, it is literally going to look the same. What you need to do is get it and start rotating to different corners of the room with different outfits. So for your content day, literally bring 5 different t-shirts, have 2 different shades of lipstick, maybe have a bobble so you can change your hair up a little bit, and literally make it look like it's a completely different day. Because changing your top, changing a little bit about your appearance, the viewer is never gonna know that that was posted in the same day. Because if you post piece of content A today, and you post piece of content B in a few days, there is absolutely no way they're gonna remember that you posted 4 days ago in the same room. There's no chance, because the top's different, the surface level things are all varied. That is the best way to batch and actually get a huge amount of content, even like a month's worth of content in one go. Once you've actually filmed and batched that content with those visual differences in the room or wherever you are, you know, don't be scared of going outside. I'm about to do a reel today outside with my videographer, and the concept is so cool. Get yourself a mic, get outside, get creative. Don't feel like every single video that you post has to be literally sat down like you're teaching a class full of students. You could do anything. Walk around, sit down, add a visual hook, add a verbal hook. Just get creative with it and do whatever feels best to you. So day 3 is the final day. Now, this is the bit that people probably dread the most. It's the editing and scheduling day. The way to make it easier is to definitely break it up. Don't think, oh, Adara said day 3 is edit, so I'm gonna edit for a whole day. That's insane. Try break it up and maybe do like an hour's worth of editing each night, or if you're really struggling with it, delegate and get an editor on board in your team, because the amount of mental clarity that you get from literally delegating a task such as editing is amazing. Like, you've got so much more creative power then to do what you do best, which is the actual creation side and the filming of the videos, taking of the photos, whatever. Now, once that you've got all your content edited and you like it, it's time to plaster it across your socials. Don't be scared of getting it into into a scheduling app such as Hootsuite, Loomly or Plannerly and plastering it across all of your socials. I'm even talking about LinkedIn because I get some great opportunities off LinkedIn and their video content right now is being pushed really hard. So don't leave it out. Instagram Reels, TikToks, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, LinkedIn. There's so much opportunity. You could even go on Pinterest pins and get things moving like that. Each platform has their own different algorithm and the way that it works. But if you just literally increase your chances of growing on each one by just posting, there's no way that you're not going to get rewarded from at least one of them. So with your scheduling, I wouldn't stress too hard about timings because obviously each platform is different. Like I just said, you can just sort of have a standard time, say every day 6 p.m. and that will be fine because Instagram rewards you from when your followers are active, whereas TikTok rewards you from volume, whereas Pinterest rewards you from creating evergreen content, so it might not even blow up for months and months and months. You just have to make sure you're putting your bets in everywhere with that content and getting your name out there because exposure is exposure. So don't limit yourself to just one platform. Try to get everything that you do out on all of them, even if they're not your main platform that you use day to day. And that is why systems and processes can literally create your dream life. It's just about being efficient and getting things in place to actually make your life easier, not harder. Even if you're operating on a one-person team right now, who's to say in the future that you can't grow? If you set up those standard operating procedures now, get them down to a T, when you do eventually get to the stage of growing your team and getting an editor, videographer, creative director and things like that, it will be so much easier to do because you've already been doing the work in the background for months and months and months before you actually get to that point. I feel like the best way to avoid burnout as a creator is to literally use this 3-day system. Ideation and strategy on day 1, filming and batching on day 2, editing and posting on day 3. That right there is the key to a successful content machine that will literally work for you. If you let your content do the selling, do the speaking for you and grow your exposure in the background, you can take more time to actually focus on the business itself, the sales funnel itself and the revenue machine itself, because you're not every day going, oh my God, right, 5 o'clock, I need to post now, but I haven't got anything recorded. So I'm gonna pick my phone up and I'm gonna start recording and then I'm gonna edit it quickly on CapCut. And then I'm gonna think of a caption, and then all of a sudden you've wasted 2 hours every single day. Why not just condense the time that you spent and actually focus on those tasks day by day to get yourself into a sort of flow state for a few hours? Day 1, done. Day 2, done. Day 3, done. And the rest of the week you can focus on other things. So if you want content that actually converts, just remember your systems and your processes matter way more than your schedule. For example, me, I work off this 3-day work week every single week without fail because I have a 2-year-old to raise, guys. It's hard. I am not getting makeup on every day and getting glammed up and filming. It's almost impossible. I'd rather get glammed 1 day a week for the filming day and do the other 2 days with no makeup in my pajamas. Thank you. And if you would like to become a fully paid creator, it's time to get things moving. I've left a link in the description box to book a free consultation with me to get yourself onto the 12-week paid to post coaching program. In that program, I am going to show you how to leverage the foundations that you've built and actually become fully paid, whether it's entering your softest area yet, leaving your 9-to-5, creating additional income, creating passive income. There's so much opportunity that can be accessed once you have the right knowledge, tools and experience. Apply below and I'll be in contact with you soon. If you guys have got any more video recommendations or anything that you want to see or hear from me, please let me know in the comments, and if not, I will see you again in the next one. Later.